Good evening. You're watching the news on Croatian television. After an intense manhunt, police have captured the driver of a van packed with 29 illegal migrants, mostly minors from Afghanistan and Iraq. The suspected human trafficker ignored a police warning to stop yesterday near the village of Srb. Police officers fired at the speeding van, wounding 2 children, a boy and a girl. The boy, whose injuries are serious, has been transferred to the Children's Hospital in Zagreb. All of the migrants have asked for asylum and have been transferred to a reception center in Zagreb.
We arranged today for him to be transferred because injuries like these for a person this age require specialist treatment, which we only have at larger hospitals. As for the girl, her injuries were less severe and were treated on arrival. She was released today.
Addressing the issue of whether police had used excessive force, Interior Minister Davor Božinović said officers were justified in their actions and took the proper steps.
I am very sorry that children were hurt, but I also empathize with all of our police officers who protect our borders 24 hours a day and prevent illegal crossings of our border. They enforce our laws and the laws of the European Union when it comes to protecting the border.
The human trafficking incident happened just half a kilometer from the border with Bosnia and Herzegovina. This border is also the EU's external border. Strong and effective protection of the bloc's external frontier is one of Croatia's priorities and a condition for joining the Schengen area. The chief of police, Nikola Milina, addressed illegal migration at a conference on Schengen challenges in Dubrovnik.
Migration pressure is also increasing along this route towards Croatia, especially through Bosnia and Herzegovina. We will continue to commit more resources to the fight against cross-border crime.
President Kolinda Grabar-Kitarović will be spending the weekend in Osijek-Baranja County as part of her campaign to address issues on the local level. She's focusing on the economy and problems specific to the region. During a speech today, she spoke about Croatia's declining population, underscoring that Slavonia and Baranja had been particularly hard hit by depopulation.
By holding a jointly chaired session of government, we would have shown responsibility of leadership. In addressing these issues, I also believe we need to include the opposition and other stakeholders in an effort to achieve a national consensus. The independent initiative spearheaded by Most, the Stay movement, deserves praise. We also need synergy in solving these problems to restore the faith of our citizens in our institutions. I'm sorry that the government rejected my initiative.
The President and Parliament Speaker Gordan Jandroković have had a tense tit-for-tat over the last few days after the Prime Minister declined the President's call for a joint session of government to address measures to reverse the depopulation trend. Meanwhile, Božo Petrov of Most was pleased the President recognized their initiative.
I'd just like to say that we need to ease tensions a bit. We exchanged some harsh words that are better left unsaid. Acting within the scope of our responsibilities, we should all contribute to finding solutions for all of the challenges faced by Croatia. I am pleased to see that experts, the President among them, recognize the quality of our legislative initiatives. I hope that soon the government will too.
Croatia is currently presiding over the Council of Europe's Committee of Ministers. Members of the Council met today in Croatia's parliament. The committee acknowledged Croatia had made enormous progress on democratic standards, human rights, and European integration since it joined the organization 22 years ago. Croatia has set fighting corruption as one of the priorities of its 6-month chairmanship.
Corruption is destroying trust in our democratic institutions and procedures. It is the responsibility of us, politicians, to resolutely fight corruption on all fronts.
Corruption is still a problem, while at the same time we're seeing a decline in the application of Greco recommendations. That is why we have to redouble our efforts to raise anti-corruption standards and to develop a culture that does not tolerate corruption.
In sports, Croatia's national football team has completed phase 1 of its training ahead of the 2018 World Cup in Russia. The team heads for Liverpool tomorrow, where they will play 5-time world champions Brazil in a friendly on Sunday. Croatia has another friendly against Senegal a week later in Osijek.
Tomorrow's forecast calls for mostly sunny skies, especially on the coast. However, there is a chance of showers and thunder showers in the interior, particularly in the east. On the coast, a light morning northeasterly will shift to a west-northwesterly along most of the shore and a southwesterly in the north. Morning lows will range from 12 to 17 degrees inland and from 18 to 23 on the Adriatic. Daytime temperatures will remain in the very warm to hot range from 27 to 32 degrees. Sunny skies and summer temperatures will continue over the next few days in the interior. There will still be a chance of some afternoon and evening showers more frequently on Tuesday. It will be dry and sunny on the coast. There may be some scattered showers in the north until Tuesday, primarily in the Rijeka area. Conditions will be less stable along the entire coast from Tuesday on. Winds will be mostly light. The central and south coast will see a southeasterly on Tuesday, but it will quickly shift back to a northwesterly.
And that brings us to the end of the news. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again tomorrow.